by following the rules of my simple trading system, we are already at $1,400 on this Euro USD buy in literally 17 minutes. What's up guys? In today's video, I'm going to take you guys through my full live trading session. I'm going to show you guys my entries, exits, my thought process behind them, and the real profit and losses alongside those trades. I'm a firm believer just by watching a profitable trader trade that you guys will learn so much just by that, especially when I'm actively managing active trades. And overall, this is to keep you guys up to date on what I'm currently teaching my private team on how to trade.
Morning. It's a little later in the session for me. It's 9:47. Top-down analysis, US 30. Apparently there's an issue on TOPSTEP X, so I don't even know if I'll be able to trade it. If not, we'll just hop onto my Fusion Markets CFD account and then go on there. But we finally broke through this support level right here from yesterday. And let's go down on the smaller time frame. So what I'd be looking for is for it to continue falling and then find some kind of support or resistance somewhere down here. But either way, we finally broke through it, so that usually means that we're going to continue breaking. And let's just look for a spot to get into the overall downtrend. So we're literally doing exactly what we did before. Is we came out of it, came back for a retest. Now we're showing signs of rejections back down. So for me to be interested in taking a sell, we need to start to show signs that we're going to be breaking out of this little 5-minute support right here. This is pretty much a mirror of the market of what we did here. We had a little consolidation zone and we finally broke out of it, came back for a retest, and then kept on tanking down. Now we came out of this consolidation zone, came out of it, came for a retest. Now we're showing signs of rejections back down. The volatility is going to be a little lower right now because of it being 9:40, and New York Open for me happens at 7:30, so we're 2 hours beyond that. But if we continue to show signs of rejections down, then I'm going to enter in a sell here. Stops above the most recent highs, pretty tight stop loss to keep the contained loss, and then just aiming for the most recent lows, hopefully getting a big move down. The next thing let's go check out is Euro USD. So shorts on the Dow. Let's check out Euro USD. Euro USD looks like it's rejecting big heavy off of this area right here, which is pretty significant because we had massive rejections off of it before. So it makes sense that we're having some kind of resistance at it right now. And on the smaller time frames, we've had one massive red candle, and now it's starting to look like in 10 minutes we're going to have another red candle close. But the thing to take note of on the smaller time frames for here is that this is a pretty significant support resistance level 2 on the 1 hour. So we could be breaking out of it like we did, coming back for the retest now, and then it's going to start show signs of rejections and continue pushing back up. So that's something to take note of as well. So let's go down to the 5-minute. So yeah, this further confirms that it looks like that we're going to just continue moving up, especially since we've had a couple touches already at this price point. So this could be considered the first touch, the retest, rejection. Now we're coming back up and it's going to continue shooting back up. So this looks healthier for longs to me than shorts do on the Dow. But the thing is, on the TOPSTEP account, this would only be like a $200 to $300 move, just because the contract size on the Euro USD futures on the TOPSTEP account are so small. So I don't really want to trade that again. So I'm just going to be looking for the next move to enter into the Dow, just because like even like this move right here could be like a $1.5 thousand move for the contract size on the Dow. So I am personally just going to be waiting to see when we can enter in sells on the Dow. So clearly there's a support resistance level right here that it's bouncing off of, which makes sense because we've had massive rejections off of it in the past for resistance zones. So it makes sense that we'd have some kind of reaction off of it now, but I don't think it'll be strong enough to overall stop this downtrend on the Dow. So I'm just going to be waiting for the next 5-minute candle close to close red, and then that's when I'm going to be entering in shorts on the Dow, and then that'll be the trade of the day. And I'm just going to enter in one contract because yesterday I entered in 2 contracts and the risk was like $1.5 thousand when I only wanted to risk like $1,000. So like this is only like my 3rd day ever trading futures because I usually just trade CFDs and Forex. So I'm still getting used to like the contract size and whatever because it's kind of weird to me. I'm used to like just manually putting in lot sizes and then I will know exactly what I'm going to be trading instead of like contract sizes. I still don't really understand it, but it is what it is. I think I'll scale in. So after this candle closes red, if it does, I'll enter in the position. And then if we continue breaking, especially if we break below this area with candle closes, then I'm going to be scaling in and entering in more contracts, maximizing the move overall. But I'm not going to be really looking to trade Euro USD on the TOPSTEP account just because, like I said, like this move, I could take this move on my live account for my CFD broker and risk $1,000 to make like $2,000 on this trade. But on the TOPSTEP account, like I said, like this little move, or like it looks big, but like it would be like $200 to $300 with 5 contracts. So it's not really worth it, especially since on TOPSTEP accounts, it's like you want to pass it as quick as possible. It's a little unfortunate. My first day, I made like $1,000. My second day, pretty much lost all of it and then some. So this is my first day ever trading futures, made $1,300. This was my second day, lost all of it. Now we're on my 3rd day, looking for it to continue falling in the next minute. It's a little crazy to be taking a position right as it's coming back down for another test of this support level right here. So if I wanted to be conservative, I could wait for it to actually have candle closes before I enter in my position. But I think I'm just going to enter in the position anyways, even if we are still floating above this support resistance level in the next 50 seconds. I probably could have entered up here for a safer move, but in the next 40 seconds, since we are already floating in this price area, we should know if it's going to be coming back up or not, if it's going to be rejecting off of this price area or not. In the next 30 seconds, it should show us if it's going to continue pushing down. Hopefully, anyways. Hopefully it doesn't just close like it is right now with like a little rejection candle. Hopefully it closes a little lower so it looks like it's going to continue falling. So I'm going to be entering the position soon. I might, since we aren't showing signs of rejections down outside of it, to continue on with the downtrend. Yeah, I don't think it's working. I don't think I can. It's not letting me take the position. Positions, orders, trades. We are aware of an issue impacting all traders. Does that mean I can't trade it? Let's try refreshing. Yeah, I don't think I can trade the TOPSTEP account right now. What the hell? Okay, well, I'm going to quickly grab my phone and maybe load up on my Fusion Markets account. But it doesn't look like we're falling back down, so maybe it's a good thing it's not letting me enter right now. Maybe it's saving me from another push-up, which it is. That's good. So the next thing I'd be looking for is, since we are showing signs of rejections back up, I would just be looking for the next rejection zone back down to see if it'll work or not. Very weird. This is another thing you don't have to worry about when you trade with CFD brokers, is not being able to place trades. Okay, well, it's coming back up. Looks like it's just going to be rejecting off of this little support level yet again. So maybe it's a good thing that we weren't able to place that trade just yet. And it goes to show I should have stuck with the more conservative plan of waiting for candle closes below here instead of hopefully timing the movement before I knew it was going to be breaking through. So that's almost a good thing that I can't be placing trades right now, because otherwise I would have lost it.
It looks like anyways. So I'm still I still have a massive short bias on the Dow, but we'll see if it starts rejecting off somewhere around here. Like the next area it should reject off of or show some kind of resistance is where it did before, which would be right there on that little 1 minute support resistance level. So that's something we could enter in again off of here, because I am short bias on the Dow, and I do believe eventually it'll break through here cleanly and then find some other support resistance level to fill to. Anyways, let's go check out Euro USD. Euro USD not really moving either. Like I said, volatility is down because it's like 2.5 hours past open. So it's kind of a crappy time to be trading right now, but tomorrow maybe I'll get up earlier or get up on the charts earlier, see if we can find something better. So let's say I started at 8 a.m. So 8 a.m. would have been right here. So yeah, I would have had this move right here, possibly this move back down to trade, possibly this move. This was like right after open. So open for me would have been like right here. And then we've been kind of just falling ever since, chopping down. So yeah, ever since open, we've been assuming a little bit of a downtrend. When can we trade on this TOPSTEP account? I've never ran into that issue trading with like a CFD broker before where you can't place trades. That's kind of crazy. I guess that's one edge Forex and CFD brokers have over futures, is that our platforms are always have an uptime during market hours anyways. Can I enter now? Still not allowing me to enter trades. That's crazy. Okay, well, I'm gonna load up on my Fusion Markets account and I'm gonna place this Euro USD buy, and then I'll come back in a little bit for the TOPSTEP account to see if we can actually place trades on it. I'm gonna take this trade right now on Euro USD though, on my Fusion Markets CFD account. Okay, I bought it. So I'm in this trade on my Fusion Markets account. It's a pretty big position, but there's not much volatility right now after like 10 a.m., especially in Euro USD. So I'm not too a negative opinion about having a little bit larger of a position on this. So I'm risking $2,000 to make like $4,000 on this trade. Oh, sorry, I'm risking $2,000 to make $7,000. So I'm gonna load up on my Fusion Markets account. I'm gonna see one last time if I can enter in a trade. If we start to show any kind of rejection off of this spot right here, I'm gonna refresh this one last time, and then I'm gonna see if I can place one more trade on it. 40 seconds. This candle closes red in 30 seconds, and we're going to try to place one more trade on the TOPSTEP, and if it doesn't work, then we're going to hop on the Fusion Markets account. I'm already in a trade on the Fusion Markets account. We're already up $500 on it. Well, this TOPSTEP platform is having troubles. I executed on my phone in literally like 30 seconds. So that's one thing, like I said, Forex has over futures. We don't have to deal with this shit. So like, yeah, I can't place trades, dude. Trash. Okay, I'm gonna load up on my Fusion Markets account. We'll watch that trade for the time being. As you guys can see, it's already in profit. Okay, I'm gonna load up on that. So I'm loaded up, Fusion Markets, my trading journal up here, and here's Trading View. So we just switched from the futures platform and we're already up $700. So I executed a trade and now we're up like $700-ish on the trade in less time than it took me to fuck around with the futures platform. So that's crazy that a big company like TOPSTEP's platform would be down like that during trading hours. Like, that's crazy. I've never had that experience with CFD brokers before, ever, or even prop firms before. CFD prop firms before, ever. I've never had that issue. That's kind of crazy. So we're just watching this trade play out. Once we go into $1,000 profit, I'll probably trail my stop to $500 profit and then let it either hit my trailing stop or keep on riding to the top of this. So we're up $1,000 right now. In 30 seconds, if we close this candle green at $1,000, we have to take note of this. We might get another bounce at this little support level right here or some kind of resistance at it. But since we are scalping, we have to take in consideration those. So we might get a bounce there. We might get some kind of bounce here too. So that's something we got to take note of, right? But if we get a candle close right now and over $1,000 profit, I'm going to trail my stop to $500 profit. So that pretty much eliminates our risk, eliminates our $2,000 risk. And no matter what now, we are going to be locking in $500 profit for the day on my live account. So no matter what, we're making $500 today, despite the crappy TOPSTEP fiasco, which might be a good thing. Like I said, like I was taking like a rushed entry on like the overall short bias I had for the Dow, and obviously it came back up. So it might be a good thing that it didn't allow me to take that trade, and now I would be more conservative with my entry just because I know now that it bounced back up. So I trailed my stop on this Euro USD trade. My trailed stop is right here about, and that eliminates risk. And like I said, no matter what, now we're making $500 of live money. I accidentally entered into another position. What the hell? I just opened my phone and I accidentally must have clicked the sell button because I accidentally sold it right here, but I instantly closed it for $75 of profit, but the commissions and charges on it were $112. So pretty much I made I just gave the broker money because I accidentally sold right here, and then I closed it instantly after I realized that I opened the position for $75. But for people that don't know, if you guys trade on CFD brokers and stuff, or just in general, there's execution fees with live capital accounts, and my charges on that trade were $112. So even though I closed the trade in $75 worth of profit, it didn't cover my charges or my commissions. So I guess I'll journal that, but that's crazy. I don't even know how I entered that position. My hand must have slipped or something when I opened my phone. So I'm going to journal that, and then the rest of this position will work itself out. So for people that don't know, I trail my stop in $500 increments, and since we had candle closes above $1,500, I'm going to trail my stop yet again to lock in $1,000 now. So no matter what now, my trailing stop is like right here on this red line. No matter what, we're locking in $1,000 profit, and probably the same amount of time it took me to F around with the TOPSTEP platform while it was down to figure out if I could place a trade or not. Crazy. So I hit our trailing stop. It still looks healthy to continue going back up, but we made $1,000 today, which is pretty great. I'm going to journal this trade and then go and break it down for you guys one last time. All right, the first trade was the accidental sell position. It was a win, but the fees were $112, so it turned out that was a net P&L of a loss of like $30-ish. And then the second trade was the long. It was a net P&L for this trade was just over $1,000 because this one also has commissions as well. So overall, it was like $1,000 day. The second trade was to my entry model. Top-down analysis for that trade is on a daily, like we said, we were rejecting off of this massive daily support right here. On the smaller time frames, you can kind of see it more clear. So we came out and rejected off of it, but then we started to use these this top wick and this top wick and obviously prior structure back here as support. So there's going to be some kind of price rejection off of these big time frame support resistance levels, and that's what we were playing off of. It played exactly to my entry model. The first rejection, second rejection, then started to show signs of rejections back up again. So I entered. So my confidence in this trade was a 10 out of 10, and it still continues. It looks like it's going to continue pushing back up to fill up somewhere up here before maybe it does start the overall downtrend. But overall, I enjoy how we had an initial impulsive move, which I wanted, and then I trailed my stop in $500 increments until we trailed it to $1,000, and then it came down, hit that, and now it's finding some kind of support at our trailing stop level, and it'll probably push up a little bit more. But either way, 2 trades, 2 wins. It was $900 net P&L today, which I am not complaining about, especially with the TOPSTEP fiasco, how I wasn't able to place any trades there. Now, let's go on to US 30 and see if TOPSTEP having their platform not allow me to place trades for whatever reason saved me, or if I would be in profit right now on that trade. So it seems like it would have saved me because I was trying to sell outside of this zone. Like here, I was trying to sell something like this to aim for new lows, but it wouldn't allow me. So we missed this drawdown area right now, but now it looks like we're finally getting a small or a strong rejection right here to come back down. And maybe this will be the momentum to finally break through. So I'm going to set an alert right here. And then if for whatever reason we break down out of here and then I log into my TOPSTEP account and it allows me to take this short position finally, I'm going to take it 1 contract and then just aiming for new lows like that. But we'll see if the TOPSTEP platform will even be live if price does end up breaking through here. Anyways, if you like this type of video, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, and then also join my Discord if you guys want real-time updates for all my trade positions like this one right here. After I take them, I post them to my Discord in real time. So make sure you guys all join my Discord and let's fucking run it to the top, dude. Let me fucking place my trade, dude. What the fuck?